Happy Wednesday, everybody. This morning, we want to know, do you think that you could pass a driver's test if you had to take it again?
And not just the driving part, the written part.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
So this next story may put you on alert during your morning commute.
That's right, because nearly a quarter of Americans say they aren't sure they'd be able to pass the test if they took it today. Just 40% of people say they remember to follow all the safety procedures they learned in driver's ed. Researchers also found that about 43% of drivers have one or more warning lights up on their dashboard right now.
What does that have to do with their driving, though? Just that they
don't pay attention.
Their overall driving literacy.
Okay. Like they don't know what the symbols mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Like they're not paying attention.
Probably the tire light indicator came on because it gets colder and
if a light comes on and I don't know what it means, I look it up immediately and then
as you're driving,
need to
you
get
look
it
up?
fixed.
You do this while you're driving?
No, Larry, not while I'm driving.
So again, we are asking you this morning, do you think you could pass the driver's test if you had to retake it today? Some of you chiming in, as you see right here. Yes, absolutely. I love driving and could do the test in my sleep. Wow. It's not often you hear somebody say, I love driving.
I do not love driving.
We're looking at someone that drives to
A driver's ed instructor weighed in, saying they have 40 years of experience. Drivers in NC would fail in a heartbeat.
Wow.
I think that's right.
Wow.
And never use a turn signal to change lanes or to turn. Yeah, I hate when people don't use it.
Oh, I tell you what,
all the time.
Yesterday, I think someone was going 100, 120.
Got it. Yes.
Flew past me on my way home from work.
It's a major problem in this market, this area.
Yeah. I'm sure I could pass the test. My wife says I'm the best driver in the world. Ha ha.
I saw this, it was either TikTok or Instagram where the guy was like, I'm sure glad I have my wife in the passenger seat so she can tell me exactly how to drive. So I know how to drive.
I think I would do better on the things I got points off for. Because when I got my driver's license when I was a teenager.
It stays with you.
Yeah. I got points off for I didn't parallel park well, but I didn't signal before getting into the parallel parking spot, which you're supposed to do, going in and out of it. And then my right turns were a little too zippy.
Too harsh.
So I would slide, I would slow down a little bit, but I'm probably still doing that today. But for the test, I would get it right.
What are your all's biggest driving pet peeves?
You already know mine.
Go ahead.
Not signaling.
Zipper.
Yes.
Zipper merge.
Sarah,
okay.
Yes.
You're very predictable.
Well, Nate Morabito did a story on this, on how the roads are designed. When you are merging, you are supposed to drive up to the very front and merge and zipper, and that's how it works. But people get mad when they see
they
you.
Don't understand it.
They think you're trying to go past them, and then they speed up so you can't get over.
Right.
When it's supposed to, if there's a bunch of traffic, it's supposed to zipper.
Just
yes.
It makes it easier for everyone.
That is the hill that you're willing to die on. I mean, you are not a confrontational person at all. But I have sat next to you no fewer than like a dozen times as you've gone on this rant about zippering.
Well, I think because we have the shortest merging lane leaving work here to get on 77. And I literally think every time that I am going to crash into that guardrail that somehow comes out, it is... Anyway, what about you, Larry?
If you ever run for office, which you will never do, but I would say you run on that longer merge lane.
Yes.
What do you think? I don't want to do the debates with the other.
I don't think you want to, but that should be your whole campaign.
Oh, okay.
Larry, what's your biggest pet peeve?
My pet peeve is driving in Charlotte.
Amen. Just in general.
No, I mean, I just think people's irresponsibility, lack of respect, and disobeying the laws, speed limit laws. I mean, it's dangerous out there.
Scary.
It is scary. I mean, all these interstates, and also the major traffic congestion in this town. I could keep going all day about that.
I know that for sure.
Destiny, yours?
For me, it is not signaling. Like, just the simple courtesy of signaling would help, especially if people are about to turn into a business or something.
Yes.
Like, just give the person a heads up, because, like, I have to slam on my brakes because I don't want to get into a fender bender.
Yeah.
Every time that happens, I say to myself in my car, "Thanks for signaling," even though they didn't.
I say in my car is that anytime that someone's just flying, like going 100 miles an hour, and it's 1 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I'm like, where are you going?
I know.
That is so
Your commentary.
What at one?
They don't get maybe 2 minutes ahead of you.
Totally.
Yes, it's like
Why?
I think to myself, you're not that important.
No.
Right.
Nothing you're doing is that important.
So is that yours?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, and you've heard me say this before, no fewer than a dozen times, that just oblivious people in general, whether you're standing in the line at the grocery store or whether you're driving. So the other extreme, nobody likes people going 100 miles an hour, but if you're going 45 in the left lane, that will drive me crazy.
That would be my husband's. When we do road trips, it's like...
If you don't put on your turn, just an oblivious to people around you is my biggest pet peeve.
You're not the only person out here.
You're not the only person on the road.
Well, too many
in the
people
line.
are distracted today. I mean, there's so many distractions, and too many people really are on their phones. I mean, people texting. I mean, that is so dangerous. But I mean, I know people that do that.
And the thing is, there's nothing you can do about that. When you're on the road and you see it, you're like, okay, well, how do I?
Let's go around them. And sure enough, someone's swerving, and you're like, what are they? You look over, they are on their phone. Every time they're on their phone.
Defensive driving is important.
Our phones are just...
Let's throw them out.
It's just bad.
Just throw them out.
Can I go and throw you?
No.
All right, folks, chime in. Let us know what you think. Would you pass the driver's test if you had to take it today? I don't think any of us actually answered that question, but that's okay. We'll see you back here tomorrow.